Hello my friends, and welcome back to Coffee Tea Paper. Guess what? My name's Louise. Anyway, I am a bit behind with my journal. Lately I've been finding that it's easier for me to just sit down and do a couple of weeks at a time. I just have been doing a lot of different things. Excitingly, I've got a couple of things to quickly let you know about. One is that Ferris Press got in touch with me and wanted to do an ink and pen giveaway with me, which of course I was more than happy to do that with them, because I really like their inks, and if it allows some people who maybe haven't tried their ink, or who are fans of their ink, to maybe get something that they've been eyeing off, I was like, yep, let's do that. So that giveaway closes on the 20th, but it is over on my Instagram, so you will have to go over to Instagram to do that giveaway. The other bit of exciting news is that BookBindersDesign down in Melbourne invited me to be part of their BookBindersDesign Journal Collage Competition, where they have invited a number of creatives around Australia who perhaps are particularly interested or known for their collaging and in journals, obviously. And yeah, so I was really quite honored to be invited to take part in that. So that's running from July to September, and every 2 weeks I submit a new collage, a piece in the theme of their choosing. So all of us who are participating in that are doing the same theme every fortnight. So that's really fun. We had our first one on the weekend, and it was just so inspiring actually to see how everybody approached the same theme differently. I'm really excited. Once again, that's over on my Instagram, so if you want to have a look at what I've created over there and have a look at the other people's entries, yeah, go and check it out. So before I do my pages, I have a confession to make. I visited my friend Joanne at KoaraTeaCare. I really shouldn't, because I know every time I go to her store, her Etsy store, I always end up buying things. So I really try to resist and try just to go once or twice a year. However, that does mean that I tend to buy a number of things. But that's okay. Joanne is lovely. She has the most beautiful collection of mostly Japanese stationery items, though she has branched out a little bit as well to bring some London gifty PET tapes and sort of sample loops and tapes to Australia as well. So I just want to show, and what prompted that was because in a couple of weeks we've got our next Southeast Queensland Journal Keepers meet up. Doesn't that roll off the tongue? And I was thinking about what I want to take with me, and I was looking at my ink pads, and I'll just show you. I love these Shachihata ink pads. They're like an oil based ink. They do just clean off relatively easily, but they just give very nice crisp images, and I really like their selection of colors. Anyway, I was thinking about what I'm going to be packing in my journal tote, which I'll do a little share of what I'm bringing. I just first of all have to decide what I'm bringing. But when I've done that, I will share. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like I have, even if I cut it down to 4 ink colors to bring with me, because I'm having a really like a 4-hour meetup, and the intention is to do some chit chat and then some journal spreads and so forth. And I will need to bring our group journal for everyone to put something in already in my bag. I was thinking, oh my gosh, if I take even just 4 of these, that's going to be a lot. And then I saw that Joanne had in her shop KoaraTeaCare on sale the teeny tiny little versions of them. So, you know, it's just practical. It's just a practical decision really there to make. So you can see here, I bought my 4 sort of most go-to colors. I got a black, the chestnut, which I use a lot, the sand, which I use a lot, and the silver grey, which I also use a lot. So you can see here, even having the 4 of these miniature ones is about just slightly bigger. And even if you know, it actually might be sort of a very similar type of real estate to having just one. So yeah, how could I resist? And then of course that sort of seems silly just to buy 4 little ink pads, because having this size of an item means that you have to pay for a parcel postage, not a flat pack, which sometimes Joanne can do it as a letter if you're just buying flat pack. I was going to say scissors. Oh my gosh. Stickers, not scissors, stickers, yeah. So I did get these, and because I was doing that, she had some of these London Gifty pet tape samples that she had purchased the full rolls of because I think Kristen was trying to raise some money for her cat, her not very well cat, who's Cookie I think. I might have that all wrong. And yeah, so I saw Joanne had a loop of the coffee and sort of beverage tea type illustration pet tape. So I thought, right, okay, I would really like to try that. So let's get a loop of that. And then I did get a couple of other little things, but I'm not sharing that because I did pick up a couple of things for pen pals as well, so that will have to be down the track. So I got these BGM stamps, and it's all Japan themed, almost like an arrival passport, arrival stamp, a torii gate in some sakura, which I really liked. I thought it reminded me of my patch on my cover there. Some trains, Mount Fuji, of course, a beautiful lady dressed up in her kimono, and another one, and a temple front, and like a Japanese ticket, and then a couple of sort of more generic ones as well, because I may or may not be going to Japan at the end of the year, but shh, don't tell anyone. And I also got this. I was just really intrigued by it. I thought it was fun to try, and this was on sale, and I think I might actually use this in my spread for today. I haven't used this sort of type of sticker before, and I'm very intrigued by the very sort of organic edges and the color palette, and yes, I thought that would be fun. And then Joanne being Joanne, because she's so lovely and she's just lovely. She's quite a busy lady, and yeah, so we managed to have the occasional chat on Instagram or through Etsy messages or something, but yeah, she's always an absolute delight. She pops in some presents for me, which she really shouldn't, but she does, and I'm always incredibly grateful because they're always just so thoughtful and completely she knows what I like. So she popped in some of this Griffin Tea Company Artisan Selection Pearl of the Orient Fujian Jasmine Pearl Green Tea with Moroccan Rose, blend number 122. And you can see that the tea has been like rolled into balls. Super excited to try that. It's got tasting notes, the recommended brewing temperature and the time, and yeah, so that's, and I've never heard of this brand, so I'm very excited to try that. She also sent me another tea bag. She was teasing me about this tea bag because I think it might be, it's a lychee tea, but I think she was giving me some clues, but I think this tea bag is in the shape of a rabbit. I am very intrigued to try this, so that will be a special tea brew day. Then she also popped in lots of lovely freebies for me to try, some beautiful paper, like a label. This is like letterpress samples, some memo notes, that's Crimson. She stocks a lot of Crimson products in her store, which you don't really see very much here in Australia. Some coffee memo notes. I would love to have something like that, so when people put orders in my shop, that I could write the thank you note on something like that. So I will have to go back and have a look in her store to see if she actually has these in stock. Because of course coffee tea paper is my handle everywhere. Yeah, so it's the name of my shop as well, so it would totally team with the theme. And look at this, this is so beautiful. It's just a little note card, but it's raised, embossed or debossed, I don't know, but it's raised and you can feel it. And initially I thought there were stickers on there, but it's actually in the card itself. And yeah, more like lots of tea and coffee writing themed. Yeah, and then some more sort of neutral little paper samples there as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and try and shield my gaze from all the other things that she has put in her shop and see if I could get some of those memo notes to write my thank you notes on for my shop orders. And then she also put in this little, tiny teeny little envelope. I wish I knew what that said. I have to consult Mr. Google Translate. But look at this, it's like a little yellow birdie. I imagine that's what Remy looked like when he was a baby, with his coffee snuggled into a croissant. It's just so cute. And then she's popped in a whole bunch of lovely little sticker pieces. I think that's a Miki Tamura illustration. And look at this funny little cat with the snuggling up to some pancakes. And they're fluffy stickers. So I keep wanting to pat them. They feel really lovely. And this one on some beautiful paper with a bird. We all know how I feel about birds. And some journals and flowers and floral pieces. Little Japanese, they're almost like a Kokeshi doll. And yeah, it's more like coffee, yay! Because I love that. A coffee shop, coffee. And look at this, this is so nice. I'm wondering if this is a sample from a London Gifties roll as well. And she's working in her journal, and she's got some chocolate, and she's got her supplies, and she's got her cup of coffee, and yeah, so it's really nice. And these lovely little seals with houses. It looks very wintry. Pussycat. Another, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's like a Japanese lady walking up to maybe a temple. Cute little girl sticker. This lovely coffee label, which looks like a sample from a piece of washi tape. And this pastry shop, coffee pet tapes and another one as well. So I'm going to have to go and be a little careful, but also see, because there are some really like, well, all the stuff she has is just absolutely delightful. But she may or may not have shared that from items in her store, or she may have shared that with me from her personal collection, which she does that as well, because she is just so thoughtful. I couldn't believe it when I opened up. She had put in a zebra sarasa, and this is the brown grey vintage gel pen in the 0.5, and this is my all-time favorite pen. And she has gifted me the limited edition coffee theme. I love these pens. I love the ink. I love how they write. I love the clip on it. I have the plain one of this in the original plastic, the one in the nano in the 0.3. I also have the grande version, which has got a metal body, so it's more robust. I can't tell you how much I love this particular pen. Plus, I don't feel quite so precious with them because they're not fountain pens, they're not limited edition, they're not going to leak, though this one is limited edition. This one will not be leaving my house. This one will be for desk use only. And yeah, so it's just, I was surprised and just really touched by her gift of, well, all her gifts, I have to say. So I did get some other things, but as I said, I can't share with them because they are top secret. And the birdies are going crazy today. Oh, and on her order, she wraps her orders up in these lovely red and white gingham bags, and on each one she'd put different washi tape. So there's this sort of beautiful gold foil, almost Japanese kimono type fabric washi tape, and some coffee washi tape. Oh, I did buy a coffee themed washi tape as well to put on my shop orders. Some floral, some good old grid. Thought we would use this particular sticker sheet. I think it's either called Dawn or Twilight or Dusk, something like that. But yeah, so I thought we would do that for my July, well, first week 27. That's what I'm trying to say, because you can see in this week I actually used a lot of these colors already, which I do anyway because they're my sort of favorite go-to colors. I didn't do the previous week because of course there is an overlap between this insert and the previous insert, and I wanted to finish the other insert. It doesn't bother me so much having some blank pages at the beginning because that gives me options down the track, but it does kind of annoy me to have blank pages at the end. And I also want to say thank you so much for everyone who gave me suggestions on what to do with the pages at the back of my January to June memory keeping journal. And I think I am going to go back and do a summary, like a monthly summary, or write down some thoughts or notes on the first half of the year. The idea for tip-ins as well, that was a really good one, but July's just been a packed month and we're only halfway through it, and I'm just not going to have enough space. But that is something to keep in mind for future. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, so I'm going to get decorating because I think I've yammered on for long enough. I discovered I had one spare Yoo-hoo glue stick left because I've been using my glue sticks and I just don't like it. It doesn't stick as well. It gets really gummy. However, I do not want to waste it, so I'm going to finish up this Yoo-hoo glue stick and then keep on with my glue sticks. it makes life very easy. If you're wanting to do a quick sort of spread, if you grab a themed sticker sheet like this that has decorative elements and then some neutrals and the shapes and things, it really does make a very quick and easy and nice looking to me. Hopefully you like how it looks too. But yeah, just a nice looking spread. I just want to do a little bit of stamping because that's fun. Just get out, I think I need my coffee ring stamp. Yep. I'm going to go for chestnut. And now I want something up there. Oh dear. This one. I'm going to do this in sand. I'm going to say that week 27 is done, and I might leave it there and we'll come and do week 28 in a different video because I did chat a lot at the beginning, so I hope that was okay. Oh, and I'm just going to use this bit of grid washi that Joanne put to hold the PET loop sample. Oh, I've completely missed the page. I'm going to use it here. Oh no. There we go. Now it's done. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and remember, go and check out my Ferris wheel press and ink and fountain pen giveaway on Instagram. And if you want to check out my entry in the Bookbinders Design Journal Collage Challenge, it's there too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.